Hello guys, welcome to our training video of this website designing series. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to create this features page. Last video, we have completed designing the home page. So once you have your document opened up, come up to the pages panel here on the right and add a new page. If you don't have your pages panel opened up, you can go up to the window menu on top, click on window and click on pages, and this tab will open up. So I'll create a new page here by clicking on this button which says add a page. So we have added a new page below it, and I'll just double click on this page 1 to rename it to features page, and I will come up to the canvas size at the bottom here. I'll click on this button and increase the height of the canvas from 900 to 1100 and hit OK. And then I'll navigate to the home page, and from this page we can grab some of the elements which we'll be using on that features page. First thing we'll be grabbing is this top bar, the navigation bar. I'll click and drag and select all the elements, and I'll click on edit copy, and I'll navigate to the features page and I'll click on edit and paste. So we have our top section ready. Next thing I'll do is I'll add a new background image on this page. To add that background image, just go up to the file menu on top, click on file and click on import. These images you will be able to find in the links folder which I have given you in that resources images. I'll choose this background 2 from there and hit open, and I'll just place it here in the center, and I'll just move it on the tops like so. And right now it's set to front, so just send it to back by right clicking on the image and clicking on arrange and go and click on send to back. And now we have our features and the navigation menu on top. And then next thing what we can do is I'll navigate to the final mockup. We'll need to add the strip which says the name of the car, and we'll add this button. So just go up to the document you're working on and grab the rectangle shape tool and click and drag all the way from one side to the next on the page like so, and just move it up a bit. Then what you can do is decrease the opacity by coming up to the bottom menu here, slider, click on this and just drag it all the way a bit down. I'll just set it to 50 or more or less, probably 30 is better. So I'll add this. Next thing what we have to do is write the name of the car, and I'll just grab this T tool here in the toolbar, click on anywhere on the canvas and start typing. 2013 Ford is in bold, Shelby is in bold, and GT is in unbold. So I'll just write that Shelby, and then GT 500. This one I'll just click and drag and click on light. This will be light, or it's ultra light probably. I'll just click and drag this GT 500, and from the bottom menu I'll just click on this menu and click on ultra light. And this text I'll just click and place it here like so. The rectangle behind it, I think reduce the opacity more from 30 to 20 probably, so it will look subtle. And next thing we can do is grab this button. So we don't need to create this button, as you can see we have already created this in our home page. So you can just go up to the home page and click on this button and command C to copy, and go into the features page and just paste it here and just move it here like so. So once you have your button set up, next thing what we'll do is we'll add this features title and add this car image first. So just grab your T tool here in the toolbar on the left, click on T tool and click anywhere on the canvas and start typing. I'll just type features here, and this font size is set to 40, ultra light, Helvetica, and then I'll just click on this and move it here. And then what we have to do is grab this car image. You can find this image in the images folder Again, go up to the file menu on top, click on file, click on import, and I'll just find that PNG image. This is the for transparent PNG image. So there's no background behind it. Just click on this and click on anywhere on the canvas, and it will place the image. To resize the image, just grab your scale tool in the toolbar on the left, click on this, and while holding down shift on the keyboard, drag any of the edges and resize it, so it will resize it proportionally. So here we have placed our car image. Now what we'll be adding is this features details boxes at the bottom here, and we can do that by grabbing the first box we had created in the home page. Go up to the home page which we have just created and click on this box, and this beam I'll just click on this, and I'll copy these, and I'll just go into the features page and I'll just paste it here, and I will now move it here on the top like so, and I'll just change the direction of the gradient by clicking on the square here, and I'll just click on this pointer and I'll just shift it this way. And another thing I'll do is I'll just resize this box to go all the way till here. I'll just click on this box and I'll go up to the scale tool in the toolbar on the left, click on this, and then click and drag anywhere on the edges like so, and I'll just reduce the height of the box till this much, and I'll again grab the move tool and I'll just move the gradient to a subtle direction like so. And for that beam I'll just click on this, and I'll grab the scale tool again in the toolbar on the left, click on this scale tool and just click and drag all the way to the edge of that box. And now one thing you can do is you can just group these two. Click on the beam and while holding down shift, click on this rectangle and right click and click on group. And now just make a duplicate of this box, click on this, click on copy and paste. Again I will just click and hold down shift and select these two rectangles. I'll again click on command C and command V to copy and paste and move it down a bit. Then I'll again copy and paste. Again I'll copy and paste by clicking on command C and command V, and I'll just move it a bit down here. You can increase the height of the canvas by coming up to the canvas size here, click on the canvas, then you can come up to the bottom here and change the canvas height from 1100. I'll just go to 1200, and I'll just zoom out and I'll just move all this up a bit. I'll click and drag all the elements and I'll just move to the top of the page like so. So we'll have space to add that footer. I'll grab the footer from the home page, I'll copy this and we'll just come up to the features page and just paste it, and I'll just move it here at the bottom like so. Next thing what we have to do is we have to add the paragraph text. This is the text which I'll be using. I'll just copy this one. I'll give you the document, the Word document, so you can copy it from there. And this powertrain, these two I'll just copy, and I'll just right click and click on arrange and clicking on bring to front, and I will place it here. The font size I've used for the paragraph text is Arial regular, and font size is 13 and the color is white. Whenever you create a text box from the toolbar, just grab this T tool and it like this how you create a text box, and just type your text here, and to change the type, font and color you have to just click and drag, and from the bottom you can change it to light or bold or whatever it is you want. and the color you can change from this palette here, and the type, font type, from this menu you can just change it. So this is just, I'm giving you an overview of how to change the font text color and the size. So this is how I did for all these boxes. So I'll just delete this one. Next thing we'll do is we'll add this image, the engine image. So to place an image, go up to the file menu on top, click on file and click on import, and I'll just grab that engine from here and I'll just open and just paste it, and I'll resize it by grabbing the scale tool in the toolbar on the left. While holding down shift, grab any of the edges and just resize it proportionally and just place it here. You can also increase the size of the text box by clicking on this box and grabbing any of the edges and just stretching it all the way across. And to just move this text upwards, just click anywhere inside the text box and hit delete. So this para will join like this. And powertrain also, I'll just click it and drag it on the left like so. So now we have our first box ready. So for the rest, you can do the same thing. I'll first place this image and then the text. So I'll click into the file menu again and I'll import, and I'll just paste that image, the second image, which is this one, and I'll just click and it will paste the image. To resize the image, go up to the scale tool on the left side, click on this, and while holding on shift, just resize it. So there we have our second image placed down. So for this also, I'll just grab the text from there, copy this, and I'll just paste it by Command C and Command V. And if it's at the back, just right click on this and click on arrange and click on bring to front. Same way I'll do align this text here, and I'll just click on this text box and I'll just resize it to stretch all the way till here. Same way I'll do for the rest. I'll first grab this text, all the text boxes, while holding down shift on the keyboard and selecting each one of them. Once you have selected all, just Command C to copy, just Command V to paste, and then we have our text boxes ready here. You just need to do the placing and the alignments. Again, I'll click the text box and I'll resize it. While holding down the edge, I'll just drag it all the way. Same way for the next two text boxes. I think we have created an extra one, so I'll just delete that. Then I'll just move this up a bit and I'll resize the canvas size. I'll zoom out. So I'll just click and drag all of these and I'll just center these. And I'll just click on canvas size. And we have our features page set up now. I'll just click and drag all of these elements again. I'll just move it down a bit. And now what we have to do is just place the images. So we have this steering wheel and this car image. This is the same image of this one. So I'll just click on this car image, and while holding down Alt, I'll click on the keyboard and drag, and it will make a duplicate of that. To scale this one, again go up to the tool bar on the left and click on scale tool. Click on this, and while holding down shift, click and resize and place it here. So for the next two images also, I'll just copy them from here, so to save us time. Copy this while clicking on shift and selecting these two, and then I'll click on Command C on the keyboard and then Command V to paste. And if it's behind, just again right click and click on Arrange and click on Bring to Front. Just paste this image here and this stamp again here. So we have our paragraph details of the features ready, and you can just arrange it by clicking on this and just moving it up a bit. Same way for the last one. Just arrange it with your arrow keys and just move it up a bit. So once that's done, we'll need to create this white rectangle and add the specs. To do that, what I did was I'll just create a white long rectangle. I'll click on the square tool here. I'll click on the rectangle tool in the toolbar on the left here and click and drag from this point all the way till bottom here. And right now it's set to gray, so click on this box and at the bottom you have the solid fill of gray. Just click on this color palette and select white from here, and the transparency just set it to 20. And what you have to do is click on this car and right click on this and go into arrange and click on bring to front to get the car image ahead of this white rectangle. You can make it more less settled by clicking on this transparency again and reducing it down to 10. So now you see it has a nice blend. Next thing what I did was add the specs and the text. Again, this text, all this text I will give it to you in a Word document. So for now I'll just copy this text box from here and I'll just paste it, and I'll just paste it here. I'll move the car up a bit and I'll resize it while clicking on the scale tool, and while holding down shift I'll just resize it a bit. So all we need to do is write specs there at the top. So I'll just click on this text box. To get this out of the way, just click and drag towards on the right and just click on this and just select all the text box, and I'll decrease the vertical height from 350, here it is 340, or probably 330 will be enough. So I'll click on the move tool on the toolbar again and I'll click and drag a bit to the bottom, and I'll again grab the features text box and I'll hold down Alt and click and drag to make a duplicate of this. I'll double click on this and I'll just rename it to specs, and I'll resize the fonts from 40 at the bottom menu to 30, and I'll click on this mouse pointer again and click and drag this text box here, and I'll click and drag on this white square and I'll just move it here. So we have our specs ready. Another thing I did was I added these lines. So to add this line, just grab the line tool in the toolbar and click and drag like so while holding down shift, so it will make a straight line. You see now it's too thick, so just click on this and I'll move it down with the arrow key, and I'll make the transparency of this line from 100 to 50, so it will look subtle. I can make it more transparent to go up to 30, so it will look more subtle like this. So then duplicate this one by just clicking on this line tool, and while holding down Alt, click and drag, so it will make a duplicate of it. Same way you need to do for all the others. Just hold down Alt and click and drag and adjust it with your arrow key on the keyboard. So now to do that one by one, it will take you time. So what you can do is just hold down shift and click and drag and copy these three, then Command C and then Command V, and then move it down like so, then paste it again and then move it down again, Command C, Command V, and now we have all our lines set up. For the last two, just click, and the last one, just hold down Alt on the keyboard and click on this line and click and drag at the bottom, and there we have our specs page ready. So this is how you create this page. So now the next video I'll show you how to create the photo gallery. So I will see you in the next videos, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks.